guys! So I apologize in advance if this story time turns into a little bit of a rant, but honestly, whenever I recall this story in my mind, I get a little bit mad. So today we're going to talk about the time that my teacher threatened to read my private journal in front of my entire class. Now before I continue, let me give you a little bit of backstory on this situation. High school was a tough time for me. The earlier years of high school were just not good. Going through a lot of personal stuff, my mental state wasn't the best. So, at the suggestion of my counselor, I had a journal that I would write my feelings in. And I always had that journal in my backpack with me just because I didn't want to leave it in my locker, I didn't want to leave it at home. I just felt more secure having it on my person at all times, so it was always in my backpack. So anyways, there was one time that I was holding my journal along with a stack of books and binders that I was taking to my next class. And so I got to class, I put the books on my desk, and I had put them too close to the edge of the desk, and they ended up all falling over and onto the floor, my journal included. And this all happened after my class had just started, so as I'm bending down to pick up my books, my teacher picks up my journal and accuses me of not paying attention to class and writing in it when I'm supposed to be paying attention to the lesson. Which is like, hold on, back the up. My journal was closed on my desk under my binder before it fell onto the floor. I was not writing in it, it wasn't open. It was there, yes, but I wasn't looking in it, writing in it, anything. And so then, she has the nerve to say to me,
I wonder what your classmates would think about what you've written in this book.
Just give me a moment to calm down here. Now, as far as I'm aware, she's not allowed to do that. That's my private book with private stuff that I've written in there. She has absolutely no right to read that out to anybody. And so for the rest of class, I just sat there and kept thinking about my journal that was sitting on her desk. So the class ends and all my classmates are waiting at the door for the bell to go, and my teacher's over there hanging out, whatever. I saw this as a perfect opportunity to just walk over to her desk and take my journal back, because honestly, like, how dare her threaten to read that out to my classmates? Like, that's so morally and ethically wrong. Like, anyways. I hid my journal behind my binder that I was holding against my chest, and I just about made it out the door. I was so close. But then I heard her call my name. And she starts getting all mad at me, asking me where my journal was and if I took it back, and I looked her right in the eyes, and so many thoughts went through my head. Honestly, I was so angry at this woman that there are so many things I could have done. I could have yelled at her, I could have cussed her out if I wanted to, but I didn't do any of those things. I showed her that I had the journal, and I took a deep breath, and I calmly said to her, I took back my personal property from your desk because you threatened to read my personal, private information from this book to all of my classmates. And so I just took back what was mine. And then I turned around and walked out of the classroom. And I remember the look on her face of pure shock and disbelief. Like, her jaw just dropped, and she never messed with me after that. There you go, guys. That was the story of the time that I stood up to my teacher for taking my journal that I wasn't writing in and threatening to read it out in front of my classmates. God, I get into the most bizarre situations, eh? But if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys like my videos. Keep being awesome, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Bye, guys.